Hello boys and girls, and welcome back to another video. My name is B Ami, and here on my channel we talk about the latest trending celebrity news, chit chats, chin wags. I do story times, a bit of everything. So I'm pretty sure that there'll be something that you will like about my channel. And today guys, I wanted to talk to you guys about this whole Trey Songz shenanigans. If you have been keeping up with it, then you will kind of know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, of course I'm gonna let you guys in on that. Just before I do get into the video, if you are a new subscriber, subscribe. You're not gonna regret it. Just hit the subscribe button. And if you are returning, all my love and kisses to you. Thank you so much for all of the support. Please do like this video, and obviously let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section. Okay, so Trey Songz been trending, okay, and I kind of wanted to let the story marinate in me a little bit, because I was like, oh, here we go, another that was my genuine thought. I was like, okay, another, you know, assault story. They've been coming out this year. I've spoken about a few of them here on my channel, and I wanted to read a little bit more about it before I jump on a video and talk to you guys. I watched the video of the two girls, the interview, the OnlyFans models or whatever they are. I don't know what they are. That interview, Lord have mercy, I can't even share with you guys the interview. Like, if you haven't watched the interview, if you don't know what I'm talking about, I can't share it with you guys because it is way too graphic, it's way too vulgar, and I can't even, like, I wouldn't even be able to show you guys what I'm talking about. You're gonna have to research. You just need to find it. And I watched that interview, and aside from the conversation, they started talking about Trey Songz. There's been some allegations that he's sexually assaulted some females, and Keke also was trending because I think it was about 2017. It was 2017, 2018. We're gonna have a look at the details. She basically did an interview, and she exposed Trey, and she was saying how she was secretly filmed into being in a music video that she didn't consent to, and how they had to find her hiding in a cupboard because of the amount of pressure that was put on her. Like, she didn't know what to do, like she just had to hide. And at the time she tweeted about it, and nobody kind of took her seriously. And the thing, and what kind of made her trend was that, you know, these white girls come out and say Trey did this to me, and yet they're taken seriously. But why is it that when a black woman comes out, she doesn't get taken seriously? We're always gonna have this conversation about race, we really are, and it's a conversation that we can't avoid. We can't be like, oh, here we go again, another race card, like, because a lot of things do come down to race, unfortunately. Like, I've seen certain things, or let's say certain couples or whatever, they're black couple, and I think to myself, if these were white, they would have had way more bigger of a following than they do, you know. But anyway, that's beside the point. When I was reading and listening to this interview of what the allegations against Trey Songz were, I was like, is that what you lot be doing out here in these streets? You lot are so nasty. I mean, them two girls were talking about being cafetated on, Trey weed on her. She didn't know what it was at first. And when I think about it now, it's like, I don't understand how you don't know what that was, because guys weed from the front. But anyway, that's beside the point. Trey has come out and he has denied these allegations, and I don't want to sit here and be like, they're true, but I'm just kind of like, it's not the first time that these allegations have been against him. There has been serious allegations made against him before, but charges were dropped. And he's basically come out and said, you know what, I don't normally talk about this because obviously it's not the first time, but you know, this is the kind of behavior that affects women that actually genuinely do get abused, because when they actually do come out, nobody believes them, which I have said before. But then again, I'm like, okay, I mean, when more than 1-2 people come out and say one thing, then surely there's some truth to it. That's all I'm saying. Do you understand? Like, that's all I'm gonna say on that. Okay, so Trey Songz responds to Keke Palmer's allegation after the No Jumper podcast. He says, "You would choose to believe what you want. I've been focusing my energy and time on good things, and I know the devil wants my soul more now than ever. I'm gonna keep my head high and push forward. If you're holding me down in these moments, I appreciate that." He also came with some receipts, because there's a lady called Jane Doe who claimed that Trey is sexually assaulted her, and my guy came with some receipts. He says, "Y'all remember Jane Doe claimed I sexually assaulted her in Miami. She wants me to pay for her therapy and her school." Okay, I'm gonna pause right there. Yeah, I'm gonna ask you guys a question. So you've been sexually assaulted. Obviously you want compensation, right? I don't know. I don't know if the law is like different in America. Like, let me know if the law is different in America or here. But like, what? And I know this is a difficult conversation, so don't take this conversation like that deep. Like, this is just me trying to understand, because you've been sexually assaulted. You want the guy to pay for your therapy, but then you also want the guy to pay for your school. Like, I don't get that. Like, I actually don't get that. It's like, why do you need the guy to pay for your school? I can understand the therapy. Like, I can, you know, because obviously you've caused me trauma. Now I'm gonna need to get therapy. It's gonna cost me a lot of money, so you're gonna need to pay for that because you're gonna need to fix the emotions that you broke. Cool, bish bash bosh. I get that. My girl wants him to pay for his school as well. Like, I don't get that. Are you telling me that when you go and get compensation or whatever, do you have different criteria of compensations? Like, do you have choices, or do you just get given cash? Or can you say, I want the guy to do this? I mean, you might as well say, I need you to also pay for my child support. I don't know, like, that really sounds crazy to me. But anyway, he came with some receipts, and this girl also came out to defend Trey. So basically, I'm just going to tell you a little bit of the backstory with this Jane Doe. Basically, they were out on New Year's Eve, and these girls went all into the club. They didn't know each other. They left the club. They went into this vehicle, and then Trey, to cut the long story short, Trey wanted the girl, this Jay, to leave. She didn't want to leave, and then he kept on asking her, like, I want you to leave, because I think he didn't want people to be filming him secretly, and I don't know if that's what she was doing, was something like that. And then he was like, just leave. She didn't want him to leave. She didn't want to leave. Then he asked his security apparently to get her out, and then she didn't want to. And then off the back of that, she then came with this claim. But this girl that was also on the bus spoke out and was like, she told this side of the story, and she was like, it just kind of felt like maybe she was kind of embarrassed, like she felt like he embarrassed her, because obviously there was a group of girls, they didn't know each other, they only met each other like when they were in the club, and they'd asked them to go for this after party in a hotel. She didn't say what happened, but come on, these are celebrities, athletes, or whatever. This is what you lot do. You go out, you have your wives at home and kids, you go out, you party, you go to these after parties, you go to these apartments or whatever, and you do your thing. Cool. And it just kind of felt like she was embarrassed that he had told her to leave, and then she started to basically put these claims on him. I'm not gonna lie, it does sound a bit suspect. I don't trust females, okay? And I feel like sometimes you guys, you don't think with your brain sometimes, and you put yourself in certain situations when you know what females are like anyway, but you just don't think. Then you try and act dumb, but it's like, but you should expect this to happen. I don't know, man. This is crazy, guys. This is so crazy. I definitely do feel like there are some truths in this whole shenanigans, because it's not the first time, and I can imagine it, and people are comparing him to R. Kelly, because R. Kelly be doing crazy things like that. guys like to be wild, and when you have girls like these only 2 fans account models, the way that they were talking, the things that they were saying, I was just like, wow, like it really breaks my heart. And I don't want to go too much into it, because for any males or parent that has a daughter, just to think that you as a female, you think that it's okay for a man to pee on you, to poo on you, to treat you like that, and you think that's okay. Like, it's not okay. Like, it's never okay. Your body is a temple. Like, you deserve to be loved, and if you don't know what it feels like to be loved, then that's an issue. Like, going from men to men to men to men to men, or having 7 men at once, that's not love, baby girl. Like, that, forget love in a relationship, love in wholeness, that's just crazy. That's crazy. But I'm gonna leave it there because I don't want to cry on y'all. Thank you so much for listening. Let me know what your thoughts are, because I just feel like this is insane. Like, this is getting out of control. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoy my content. Guys, we're on the road to 1K, so please continue to support your girls, support your sister, and we are gonna get there. We are getting there together. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in my next video. Subscribe.